Hey everybody, what's going on? I got a message yesterday. A lot of times I respond to comments, and a lot of times I don't because I find if I sit around and read the comments every day of the week, like when I get up in the morning, there's usually quite a few nasty ones in there, or just stupid comments and stuff like that. So I answer messages. If you message me, I'll answer you back. I just never understood the etiquette when someone comments. Am I supposed to comment back, or am I just supposed to like read it? I don't know. Who knows? But that's not what this is about. I got a message from a younger viewer, we'll call it, and he said something to me, and it really took me back. And it wasn't a negative thing. It was what he said was, Kev, you're pretty cool, bro. Were you cool in school? Well, as long as we're sharing truths here, absolutely not, man. I was not cool in school. I was square, daddy-o. I was squarer than you could ever imagine because this is the one thing about me. I don't really care what people think about me. It's not my top priority. Even when I was growing up in school, I didn't follow the herd. If everybody was wearing pantyhose on their head and their leg pulled up and had to have a backpack, that wasn't me, man. I would do things that I wanted to do. And it's strange because you get isolated. We'll talk about fashion. The fashions that we see in the stores, you can trace them back to places like Milan. There'll be a big fashion show there, and you'll get some 60-pound broad strutting around. She looks like a fucking popsicle stick, strutting around with pink rubber garden boots and tinfoil antennas on her head. And you'll get one jackass buyer who sits there and goes, "That's the new look for spring." Then it trickles down to the retail outlets where they put their little twist on it, and it gets tamed down more and more, and then it gets pushed down your throat. These are the clothes that you have to wear to be cool. I was never like that. It never appealed to me. In school, sure, I had friends, but it wasn't like I was the most popular kid in school because it was hard for me. I was larger than the kids in my school. I was taller, bigger. I don't know. My mother must have bred with Vikings. So when I would come to school, every bully in town would have to try and beat me up to prove himself. And, it just sucked. It made junior high school and high school really uncool. So I can definitely relate to people talking about being bullied. I was bullied for years and years and years. I think in junior high school, this kid used to come by and collect my lunch money every single day of the week, and he did it for almost a year or something like that. So I absolutely understand being bullied, and I'm not a bully. I'm so against that, and I think that bullies are just complete cowards. And the weird thing is, I run into bullies that I went to school with, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me, And the weird thing is, I look at them now, and I'm just like, wow, you're really pathetic. But I got off the subject there. What I wanted to talk about was what makes things cool and what makes things uncool. I drink tea. I don't drink coffee, but I get a lot of crap from people I work with, like, "Oh, you drinking tea there, Aunt B? What's next? You gonna knit me a sweater?" When people say stuff like that, you don't let it get you down. It's just their own insecurity. They're trying to force you into a box and make you assimilate you like the Borg into one of them, which is utter nonsense. Be yourself. If you like something, that's cool. If you want to wear those tin antennas in your head, that's cool too. But you look at like a 40-year-old man walking around with skinny jeans and bedhead. Bedhead. When I was going to school, a guy was walking around with bedhead. It was just some clown who just never worked, never got out of bed. So he was just a dirty, greasy fuck. That's why he looked like that. And all of a sudden, everyone wants to look like the underachiever to make it fashionable. Let's talk about some other things here. Uncool. Is a lunchbox uncool? Then I guess I'm uncool. Because you know what? I'll rock a lunchbox, baby. I will rock a lunchbox every day at work. And people are like, oh, you work in a restaurant. You should eat great. If you saw the things that go on in a restaurant, you wouldn't want to eat in a restaurant. I bring my own breakfast. I bring my own lunch every day. Some simple things that a lot of people don't think about. Little knife, if you have to cut something. A lighter. Little bandana. Some Band-Aids, a bottle opener, some Neosporin, and man, if you've ever been on a long ride and you get the shits, you'll start carrying anti-diarrheal with you, because there's nothing more uncool than out on a highway that has absolutely no stops for 40 miles, and you're running around about to shit your pants. But you know, these things are deemed as being uncool now. A lunchbox is deemed as being uncool. I don't know about that. I'll debate that any day. Other things. If you don't have the new Android phone or you don't have an iPhone, you're uncool. I totally disagree with that. This will outlast all of them. My wallet. I get so much shit for this wallet, but I absolutely love this wallet. Remember these? Booty bags, baby. I will still rock a booty bag under my clothes. I don't care, because I like to have things tucked away where nobody can get at them. If you're going to get mugged, you know, and they're going to take something out of your pockets, they're not going to know anything about this. I always keep an extra 20 on me and a spare credit card also. Thermoses, another one, thermoses. Yeah, they're so uncool. I'll rock this thermos every day of the week. I go out on my motorcycle. I bring my lunch. I bring my tea with me, and I bring my own water. I sit in line, and I'll go and get like a cupcake or something, and there's some broad in front of me getting a $6.50 cup of coffee. Mocha Java. Stop it. Nonsense, man. It's nonsense. And I went to the store, and they're selling plastic coffee containers, like to keep your coffee hot, that are made to look like a Dunkin' Donuts cup, like you just got back from Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, is it that bad that people are judging you by what kind of coffee you drink? You know, the water, bottled water, very expensive. I'll rock a Sub-Zero, and I purify my own water, and I also filter my own water. Nice and easy. I can save the $2. And you know, it's good water. It's the same water you're getting. Spring water is a relevant term. If you allow them, you look real close, and they're not spring water. They're just filtered water, like the Primo. That's just filtered water. What I'm trying to say is, and the message, I'll even rock this, man. I will rock this in a second. I don't care. I don't get jammed up about what people think about me. And I'll also rock the Schrades. Doesn't have to be $1,000 knife. But that's the way I am. And I think as I grew up, I didn't have any regrets. I didn't have regrets that I should have done things this way, or I should have been like this, because I followed my own path, you know, and that is one of the few things that I'm actually really proud of. I followed my own path. And that's why when I make these videos, I don't care if I come off looking like a jackass. I don't care. Now you understand. I just don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't get upset about it. I make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. Someone pointed out to me last week when I was doing that video on the on those pills I was taking. I'm looking at my tassel here. And, it's been a long time. It's been over 20 years since I graduated high school. I'm looking at this thing, and he told me, you must have graduated high school when you were 14 years old. And I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? So I sat down and I figured it out, and I was like, he's right. I called my mom up. I'm like, Mom, how old am I? I go, I believe I'm 46. 45, going on 46. And she's like, you're 45. I'm like, well, I graduated high school in 1981. She goes, no, you didn't. That's your brother's tassel. He graduated in 81. You graduated in 85. Stop being a dumbass. Don't care. Doesn't bother me. I don't atone. I don't beat to someone else's drum. And if I could ever give you any advice, how to be cool like me, do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Don't let people dictate the way you act, or what you think is funny, or what you think is cool. Because some of the coolest people I've ever met in my entire life, by other people's standards, were really uncool. All right, guys, later.